Hey y'all, it's your girl Abby, and I'm back with another video. I have honestly been postponing filming a YouTube video because I feel very out of inspiration. I'm I don't know what I want to talk about. I don't know what you guys want to hear. I don't want to be redundant, and so I've just been in my head and questioning what to talk about. But today I am here and I am back, and I want to talk about something that has been on my mind, and that being noise. The noise that we have in our mind that influences our actions and the way that we show up. Now, that sounds very general and very what are you talking about, girl? Are you okay? And the answer is yes, I am okay. And what I want to really talk about is the idea that your flaws, the things that are deemed negative or that you might deem as negative about yourself, the idea that you have to change everything bad about yourself, that you have to change every struggle that you've had, right? I think a lot of times we because the idea of trauma and healing and well-being is such a big thing today. It's literally everybody's focus, which is beautiful and amazing. But I think sometimes we can overdo it a little bit, where we think that everything negative that has happened in our life is a bad thing. And it's wait a minute. Some of the things that we've been through, some of the hardships, some of the pain, some of the struggle that you have been through growing up, in your teenage years, whatever, in your life, some of those dark and horrible things that have happened to you are also not to say that they're great things, but have also taught you and made and shaped you into the person that you are. And also the things that you are going through right now and the things that you will go through in life, the hardships, the struggles, they're not necessarily things that you have to fix, but things that have been placed in your life to make you the person that you are. And I know that kind of skips over the people that are struggling and listen, man, I know that life is difficult and that trauma is real and that struggle is real, but what I'm saying is some of the struggles that we go through, some of the dark moments we have in our life, let's thank God for it. I'm being honest. Let me make it personal. I thank God for some of the heartbreaks that I've had in my life. I thank God for not raising me, but putting me in a family to immigrant parents where we didn't have a lot of money, where we started from the bottom, really grew up in the hood, started from the bottom. I thank God for that, let me tell you, because it's shown me and it's given me a perspective on life that I have realized not a lot of people have. Do you know what I mean? Do you know how much of a blessing it is to grow up and come from humble beginnings? Do you know what I mean? So often we think that growing up, I don't want to say I grew up poor, because I didn't grow up poor. I would never say I grew up poor, but didn't have lots of money compared to my other peers, right? But do you know how much of a blessing that is? That the smallest thing excites me. I remember one time in high school, I went to one of my friends' house and they were well off. They were wealthy folks. And this girl had a whole elevator in her house. I said, wait a minute, y'all don't take stairs? Y'all are not taking stairs. Y'all, upgraded from stairs, elevator. Okay, wow. And I was so amazed. This small thing that's her every day. She's yeah, elevator in the house. Wait, you don't have an elevator in your house? I'm no. We take the stairs. Matter of fact, sometimes the stairs are not even put together. They're falling apart. I'm kidding, not really, a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? I thank God that I didn't grow up with much, because it's the littlest thing. I'm whoa, the fact that you have an elevator, I am amazed. Holy smokes, I'm in another world. Matter of fact, I might as well be in Mars right now. You know what I mean? So it's taking the things that we deem as unfortunate and recognizing that those unfortunate things have made you the person that you are. You know what I mean? Because let me tell you something, you don't need much to have a lot. You don't need much to be rich. You know what I'm saying? Because richness is not like there's two types of richness. There's richness in material, or there's richness in spirit. And you don't need a lot of material to be rich in spirit. And so sometimes the hardships that we go through and the difficulties that we go through and the things that, the things that we don't have in life give us that richness. It's kind of like a reversal thing. It's like we think that materials are rich. We think that the things we have, the way we look is rich. Right? But we don't know that the real richness is what we have in our heart, right? The way we see and interact with the world, right? I was having a conversation with, I think, my cousin or someone, I don't remember who it was, and they were like, if you had the ability to telepath, like if you could gain that ability, would you do it? And I was like, hell no, I do not want to telepath. Telepath is when you travel in time, right? And she's like, well, really, you wouldn't want to, but then you would be able to travel everywhere. And I was like, listen, man, I'm not trying to travel everywhere at the snap of my finger, because guess what? If I can travel everywhere at the snap of my finger, that means the world is not going to be exciting to me anymore. What? I want to go to Australia, boom, and now I'm in Australia. I want to go to Brazil, boom, and I'm in Brazil. Then nothing is going to be exciting for me. Travel is not going to be travel anymore. Learning about new cultures and seeing a new side of the world is not going to be juicy and exciting for me anymore, because I can do it so easily. Sometimes when things are so easy and when things are so given, we don't learn to appreciate it, right? And so I was like, no, don't give me that curse. Don't give me that curse to be telepathic, to time travel or whatever it is. Hell no. I will gladly go to my airport, wait 3 hours in security, go through the checkpoints, and then get to my destination. Because when I get there, best believe that I am going to appreciate it. When I sit in the resort or the beachfront and I'm looking at the sky, I'm thinking, God damn, I am so far away from home. God damn, this world is so big. Ooh, God, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But if I just got there within a matter of seconds, am I really going to have that moment? Am I really going to find the space to be grateful? It's going to be a little bit harder. I mean, some people do. Some people are, born fortunate with a lot of things. And I think that's a challenge as well, to find the gratitude in that, right? To find the grounding in that. But all I'm saying is that the struggles you have are there for a reason, and they can always be turned into something good. And although they are challenging, and I'm not discrediting anybody's hurt or anyone's trauma or anything like that, but I'm saying there's always an upside. There is always an upside. That is one thing that I've learned. There is always an upside, right? So yeah. Oh, and the last thing I want to talk about, because I was thinking about this. This is my personal thing, okay? So the other day I was thinking, I was like, oh my God, I would overthink the fact that I am so independent, right? I don't okay, this sounds really toxic and really horrible to say, but I really don't need people. I can do whatever I gotta do, and I could do it on my own, And a lot of times I question and doubt myself, because I'm like, girl, yes, you can do things by yourself. And yes, you're super independent. And yes, you're super driven. And when you say something, you do it and you get it done, right? But is it not every day? It's not every day independent. Sometimes you could be, damsel in distress. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to just rely on other people? You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be nice for other people to just take the initiative to do things, and it not be me that has to do it, not be me that has to take the first step or the initiative to get anything done? Wouldn't that be nice, right? And I was getting down on it, and I was like, oh my God, I hate being independent. I hate being a boss babe. I hate being, the one that always has to start something and always has to lead and whatever, right? And then I was like, wait a minute, because that very thing that you are complaining about, that very thing that you're saying that you don't like, is the very thing that makes you, is the very thing that has brought amazing things into your life. Like, this is the one quality about myself that I love so much and that has helped me so much, right? And I think in today's society, especially with like this whole talk about like women being submissive and women being, you know, there's this whole notion that like women have to be submissive because that's their nature. And like, yeah, we could talk about that a different time, but I want to say that like, if you were born and like raised to be independent or strong and, you know, just to be like a strong woman, that's what people say, a strong woman, right? It's not necessarily that it's a bad thing. There's a lot of beautiful things and great qualities that come with being a strong woman, right? And so it's like, don't let society come into your ear and lie to you and make you look at yourself like you're less than because you've had, you know, certain things that have made you the way that you are. There's always an upside to it. And I think how we can kind of like level that out is finding the balance. Like, yeah, be who you are. You don't have to change who you are to fit what society wants or fit what other people think you should be. You and your job is to be you and find the balance in being you, right? Because there is a certain level of toxicity that comes with being hyper independent, that comes with being, you know, hyper boss babe. There is a toxicity that comes with that. But if you are naturally independent, if you are naturally a bit of a boss babe, if you are naturally a bit of a leader, that is not something that you should ever try and change about yourself, right? It's finding that balance. Okay, how can I be all that I am? How can I be this strong woman that I am, but not let it go over, but not let it go into being toxic, right? Instead of, okay, I am this strong woman, I am this boss lady, and now I can't be that because I'm supposed to be this and I'm supposed to be that. No. That very thing about you, the very idea that you are strong is what makes you you. You know what I'm saying? This is my personal thing. This is my personal thing. If it applies, it applies. And you know, not necessarily about it being a strong woman, but like anything in your life. Anything. You are who you are for a reason, right? Don't let it go into the toxic space. Right? Find your balance, level things out. But you are who you are for a reason, and you were created the way that you were created, and your life was structured the way that it was structured for a reason. Everything can be used for good. I know it sounds super like butterflies and rainbow, but it's true. Everything can be used for good. Like every hardship, every difficulty, trust and believe if you give it to God, or even just have the mentality of like, yo, this is not going to break me. I'm going to make something out of it. It will be used for good, 100%. Thank you guys for letting me vent. Thank you guys for letting me get that off my mind because it had to be said. Anyways, that is, I guess that's kind of it. Honestly, I feel like I should put this on like a podcast setting because literally all I do is just sit in front of the camera and talk, and it's like, I don't know if that's visually entertaining. So comment down below if you think I should just like upload these videos to a podcast setting so you can just bloop your little AirPods, bloop your little earphones and listen. A lot of people have DM'd me and commented that they want this, and I've been hesitant because I'm like, girl, I'm not a podcaster. Like, it's not me just talking on a podcast. That's not me. But now that I think about it, I'm like, literally all I'm doing is sitting in front of the camera and talking. So it's kind of giving podcasts, you know? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. But that's it for now. I will see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And also, we just hit 2,000 subscribers. And I'm like super excited about that because I started my channel, like I restarted my channel 1 year ago, a little over a year ago, a year and like 3 months ago. And I started with like, I think it was like 400 subscribers, and now we've like doubled that and we're at 2K. So there's just so many of you guys here and so many of you guys watching, and I'm really excited for this community that we're building. So thank you so much for being here and like engaging. It's honestly, it's just amazing, like honestly. So thank you, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace and love until next time.